Ravi, we are live. You can start.
Okay. So good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone across the globe. So myself, Ravi Chaurasia, and I'm currently working as an application development team lead at Accenture. I have more than 5 years of experience in IT. I've worked on multiple technologies like RPA, AI, ML, TL, and in fact, big data technologies. So I want to work in a field wherein I can solve real world problems with the help of intelligent automation. And when I say intelligent automation, it means the integration of RPA with the artificial intelligence. So that's where we can try to reimagine the entire business across the globe. Okay. So without wasting much of all of our time, let me quickly share my screen and start off with today's session. I'm not able to share my screen, so could you please help me? Sorry for that.
Wait a minute. Now you can like share the screen.
Okay, so let me quickly share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Ravi, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so here I have logged in inside cloud.google.com. Okay, so this is the official page for this Google Vision API. Yeah. So whenever we say like AI, so it stands for artificial intelligence, as we all know. So nowadays across the globe, everywhere, artificial intelligence is used, correct? So it has a lot of functionalities and it is helping a lot in order to solve the real world problems. So whenever we say Google Vision API, okay, so it's a product launched by Google which gives us the functionality of all the artificial intelligence related stuff, and we can use it very easily. It's very easy. Okay, so for example, whenever we upload photographs in Google uses internally Google Vision API to organize the different categories of the images, and also it on the basis of categories it most of the times it also gives you the recommendations, correct? So all these things are internally working behind the engine, and that engine is Vision AI. So you can go you can see in the screen like uh let me just show you. Yeah, so Google offers these three visions API. So one is Vertex AI Vision. So whenever you want to work on the real-time videos, okay, so you can directly use this Vertex AI Vision product from Google. The second is custom machine learning models, ML models. So for example, if you have built your model by your own, and if you want to further optimize that model, okay, you want to further improve the accuracy of that model, so with the help of custom ML model you can do that. And the third category is vision API. So this is the API that today we'll be discussing about. So this is a very powerful pre-trained machine learning models through REST API, and it will help us. It has a lot of functionalities. Okay, so today we'll be going through some of the functionalities, and we'll be seeing live how to write the code and how to further leverage these functionalities in our day-to-day activities. Okay, so when I say vision API, so anytime if you want to extract the data from a given document, and this document can be anything, okay, it can be digital, it can be handwritten. So for everything, for every kinds of document, this vision API will work. Okay, apart from this documentation related stuff, if you want to detect the objects from a given image, or if you want to classify the images, so in fact that in that case also you can use these vision APIs. And also, for example, if you want to identify the logo, if you want to identify the places, so all these features bundles up, and with a single product, that is vision API, you can use all these functionalities. Okay, now so this is a kind of documentation. I'll just give you a small example over here. So let's try to use a file. Okay, so for example, the same file I'll be using. So you can see I have just uploaded a phone. Okay, and if you'll go to the objects, you can see it is predicting that it's a mobile phone, and the accuracy is quite high, that is 92%. Okay, when I go to labels, here you can say all the other informations, like it falls in the telephonic category, it's a communication device, it's a gadget, and basically it's also detecting that it's an iPhone, and the accuracy is pretty much high, that is 86%. If you'll go to logos section, here you can see it has successfully detected the logo of an Apple phone, and the accuracy is 99%. Now let's go to the text section. So here you can see all the text that were there in this particular phone has been successfully extracted out. iPhone is designed by Apple in California, assembled in China model. Okay, so and also in properties also you can see the color combination. This in this entire phone, you can see the maximum color used is this one, that is 67%, and then these are the various color combinations. Okay, so this is how you can just try to play with this. Coming further, like, so now this is a documentation. Okay, if you want to go through this entire stuff, Google has provided a very good documentation on this. It consists of Vertex AI Vision documentation, AutoML documentation, as well as Vision API documentation. So today we will be just going to to Vision API documentation. Before that, let me just show you some more stuffs related to pricing and all. Okay, so let's open the pricing for Vision API. So you can see, like, if you are a beginner, if you want to learn, then it's free of cost. So initially Google will be giving you $300 in your account. You can use that amount, and you can learn all these informations, like you can learn all these features of Google Vision API, and post uh 3 month subscription. Like if you want to perform any of the perform any of these functionalities, then you need to pay certain amount. But for learning purpose, yes, definitely it's a very good choice, and it's a very good option. So you can go ahead and you can learn at any point of time. Okay, now let me go to the documentation part again. Sorry. Yeah, so today we'll be working on Vision API, and let me just open the tutorial. Yeah, so you can see, if you want to further drill down into Vision API, everything is there. Okay, for example, if you want to perform OCR, so you have all these codes readily available in this documentation section. You can see here, like whether you want to write code in Go language, Java, Node.js, Python, every language is there and every code is there. You just need to use this code and you need to just do certain modification and you'll be ready with the products. Okay, so there are a lot of functionalities, like you can detect the text in the images, you can detect crop hints, you can detect faces from the given images, you can detect image properties, you can detect the labels, landmarks, logos, even you can detect multiple objects as well. So there are a lot of functionalities. You can go one by one. I'll not take too much of your time in exploring all this documentation part, because it's very easy. Anyone can go through this and you can learn out of this. So uh, so today I'll be using Python as my primary language in order to perform some of the features of this Google Vision API. Okay, and the best part is, like, it's very easy, it's very user friendly. So the first step in order to start with this is, first of all, you should have a Gmail account, you should have the Google account. Okay, once you have the Google account, you need to log into console.google.com. Let me just log in there. So console.cloud.google.com, you need to launch this website. So here you can see, this is my dashboard. Okay, so here you can create your own project. So I have created 2 projects. Okay, you can go ahead and you can create one project using this new project, and you can give the name and then you can create the project. Okay, so I have already created a project. So let me just show you how to create a project. So here I have just given the project name, my project. So let it be the default name, and then I'll click create. So you can see one project is created. Okay, so this is the first step. Now the second step is, you need to enable your Vision API. Okay, so for that you can go to API and services, and then you can go to library section, and inside library you have the option to search. Here you can search for Google Vision API. Okay, so this is the extension. So you just need to click on this extension, and then you need to enable this. So right now it's already enabled because I have enabled it. So you can click on API enabled. So once this extension is ready, now you need to set up a service account. Okay, let me go back to this dashboard, and in order to create a service account, you just need to go to credentials. Okay, and here you can create a service account. Okay, so basically you can see here, one option is there, manage service account. I have already created a service account, but again I'll just show you how to create a service account. You can go here and you can create a service account. Okay, you can click create service account, and here you can give all the informations. And then once you are done with the creation of service account, you just need to go back to your main screen, credentials. So once you have the service account, okay, then you need to create one API key. So if you want to create an API key, you can just click on edit option. Post this, you have the options of keys. Okay, you can go here, you can navigate to keys, and you can create a key. Okay, you can add a key, and then once you have that key ready, so this key will be a JSON file. Okay, so I have already created 2 keys. If you just click on key, create new queue, and it will prompt for a pop-up. Just click on JSON, and then you need to create it. Okay, so that's all. I have got this JSON file. So this is my key. So this key we'll be using forward in this entire demo. So once we have the key ready, okay, let me directly have. So this is my project folder for today. Okay, I have created a folder Google Vision API, and inside this folder I have placed that particular key. Okay, so this is my key. Okay, so this is my key that I have placed, the one that just now I downloaded it. I had to place it in my project folder, and then I'll open Visual Studio Code. So this is my Visual Studio Code, as we all know. How how can I move this? So anyone knows how to drag this? Okay. Hey, hi Ekta, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Ravi.
How can I move this?
What actually? Like, I don't understand what you're saying.
I want to move this address, like title, like this screen sharing one, but it is creating a problem.
You can move it
I,
downstairs, like you can pick it view options.
okay, so yes, I can do it. Thank you. Okay, cool. So let's start building this application. Okay, so I'll quickly go to my project folder, and here I'll create a file. Okay, so for example, let me just create a file, extract data.py. Okay, so I have created a Python file. I'll quickly import all the packages. So just remember one thing, once we are done with the service account, we just need to import one of the package, okay, of Python, and that package name is pip install. So pip command is used to install any of the packages in Python, and the package name is Google Cloud Vision. Okay, Google Cloud Vision. So I already have this package available, so no need to install it. But yes, you, if you are trying to do this, you need to have this package, Google Cloud Vision. All this documentation part I'll give you. uh, I'll share it with you all. Okay, so let me just quickly import the package. Import. So first of all, I'll import the OS module and IO module, and then from Google. So I'll just show you one code, okay, and then rest code will not take too much time, so that everyone uh, follows this, how to write code and how to use these functionalities. Okay, from it will not take too much time. From Google dot cloud import Vision. So we'll be importing the Vision package from Google dot cloud. Okay, once we are done with this, so we'll be using certain more packages like pandas in order to work with the data frame. So I'll import pandas, and then once this is done, now what I need to do is I need to just set the path. Okay, so os dot environment, and then I'll be passing the Google credential over here, the one just now I downloaded it. So Google underscore application underscore credential. I want everyone should follow this, because uh, you need to know all these steps. Okay, then only you'll be able to work on these features, credentials. And then I'll be passing the path of that file. So this is a file that just now I have downloaded it. So I'll just copy the path. And then I'll use the file name. .json. So now I have already set up the path. Okay. Now I just need to create the object of our Google image animator client. So I'll just create an object. Client is equals to vision dot image annotator client. Okay, that's all. So once I'm done with this, I just need to create a file path. So the file that I'll be passing, so I'll just create a variable file name is equals to, I'll give the file name. So here we have some of the files. So for example, let me just show you one file that is so for example, this is one of the code. Okay, so I'll use the same code. So the name is code.jpg, and then I'll be passing the file path. V file path is equals to f colon, and then I'll use the same path here. So once this is done, I'll be just okay. So I just need to replace to get the absolute path. I'll replace it. Once this is done, I'll just pass the file name. So v file name. Yeah. So this is, I'm done with the file setup. Now I'll just read this file. So we'll use the IO package of Python with IO dot open, and I'll pass the file name here, v file path, and I'll do a read operation basically as image file, as image underscore new file, for example. And then I'll be using a content is equals to image new file dot read. So I've just now readed the, sorry, it should be dot. So I've just readed the file. So I'm done with this. Now I need to create an instance of this image class. Okay, Google image class. So I'll just use image is equals to vision dot image, and then I'll just pass the content. Content is equals to content. Okay, so you can see here I have just created a class of vision, and I have passed my image, this content, with the argument content equals to content. So I'm done with this. Now I just need to fetch the response. So I have already created the object from of this class, and I just need to get I just need to call the response method. So I'll just use response is equals to client dot text detection. So this is we are using in order to detect the text whatever text we have in that document, we will be able to extract it. Okay, detection, and then we'll be passing this image object. Image is equals to image. So once I'm done with this, I'll just try to click the print the response. Okay, let's see what it gives. Print a response. Let's save it and let's try to run it. So it's account.json. Yes, so you can see like I have already extracted all the information from the document. Let me just try to print those documents so that it will be easily readable. Okay, let me just click. Now use a panda data frame. So I'll using a data frame df is equals to pd dot data frame. Sorry. And I'll create two columns over here using pandas data frame. Columns is equals to, let me create two columns. One is item, and then we'll be creating a description. Okay, so I'm done with this, and let me just extract all the annotation from this response object. So text is equals to response dot, we'll be using the text annotation. Okay, so this is done. Now I'll just try to print this text and see what it gives me as an output. So you can see the entire text are getting extracted. Now let me make it more clear. So let me just go through the text for text in text. So I'll create one file. Okay, and then from this file only I'll try to just edit this file, and I'll try to show you all other features. So just bear with me for a few more minutes, because I really want that you all should learn how to write these codes. Okay, and then I'll use the data frame this question. I'll append all the elements. Append. I'll create a dictionary of the object, and then I'll just pass that values. Item is equals to text dot locale. Okay, so basically I'm just trying to say that this is the English statement, and then I'll pass in the description is equals to text dot description. And I'll just ignore the index value. I'll set it as true. Yeah. Now let me print my data frame. Okay, so it is giving me some warnings because it says that uh, frame method is deprecated. Okay, so I'll just try to remove that warning. So I'll just import the warning class, import warnings, and then just warnings dot simple filter action is equals to ignore. Category is equals to I'll ignore the future warning. So this is all set. Yeah, now I'll run it. Print, then I'll just print the first element of 0. Yeah, so you can see here, so this was my image, code.jpg. Okay, so this is my image, and you can sorry, not this one, this one, and you can see here it has successfully extracted the element. If your dreams don't scare you, they are too small, and then Richard Branson. So this is how you can extract the data from a given image. Okay, now let me just quickly show you some other stuff. So this is all when we use uh, the Google Vision API if you want to extract the data from the digital document. Now let me just show you, I have some handwritten document as well. Okay, so you can see this is a handwritten document. I have just downloaded it from Google, and I also have few more handwritten documents. Like you can see here, I have this one, and then this one, and also I have few more. My name is Ravi Kumar Chaurasia. Okay, so this is a code base, okay, that we'll be using across our across our demo. So you can see I have already imported all the necessary packages. I have set up the environment variable. I have read the file. I have created an object of image class vision, and then I have created the response from client.text detection, and then I have just printed all this printed all the information that I am getting as part of response. So our code is ready now. Let's go to the handwritten part. Okay, so I have already written the code for handwritten one. Okay, so what I have done here is I have done the same thing. I imported all the packages. I have set the environment path. I have created the object of our image annotator client, and then I have passed the file name. So here I have passed the file name as handwritten4.jpg. So I have this file ready with me. It says my name is Ravi Kumar Chaurasia. Okay, yeah, and then I have read that file, and I have created the image instance, that is vision.image. And this time the only change that I have done is like, instead of, so you can see in extract data, what I have done, I have just uses the function client.text detection, and I passed image is equals to image. But while extracting the data from the handwritten document, we just need to pass client.document underscore text detection image equals to image. Okay, so this is the only thing that this is the only change. Here we are just calling the dot text detection, and here document dot text detection. That's all. Now let me just print this document and see whether we are able to get the output or not. Yeah, so you can see I'm able to extract the output, and the output is coming as my name is Ravi Kumar Chaurasia. So this is what it was there in the image. You can see my name is Ravi Kumar Chaurasia. So it is successfully extracting all the information and everything, like word by voice, word by word, it is able to extract properly. Now if you want to see the confidence, okay, confidence ratio, whether it is able to how much confidence is it giving you. So for that also I have just written the code. I'll just enable it. So what I have done is like, I've just called the text annotation dot pages. So this will give me the confidence of all the functions of all the extracted documents. Okay, let me just print and show you. Print pages. Yeah, so you can see here I'm able to get the confidence value for all the text. So for example, the value is, let me just scroll to the top. So this is the information that I'm getting from response dot full text underscore annotation dot pages. Okay, now from this we need to extract the individual confidence of all the text. So for that also, it's just that we need to iterate through this entire list, entire dictionary, and then we need to extract the data. Let me just uncomment this piece of line. So from here I'm just extracting the confidence of the block and the paragraph. Okay, and then also the word text. Let me just run this. Yeah, so now you can see the output for my is, the confidence ratio of my is 79%, my name is 84%, is 99%, Ravi 97%, Kumar 83%, and the paragraph confidence is approximately 94%. and then the word text like chaurasia is 93%. So you can see the confidence ratios are also very accurate, and it is able to extract the data properly. Now let me just show you some other stuff. Let me just uncomment this piece of code, and let's take some other images. So let's take these images. Okay, so handwritten 2. Let me just change the image, and let's run it. Yeah, so you can see it is able to successfully extract the text out of this document also. So my document is here. Yeah, so this is what magic link handwriting looks like when it is written by hand. So you can see, even though the handwriting is not so clear also, but still Google Vision API is able to extract all the data from this document. Correct. I have one more document. Let's try with that also. So this is a handwritten document again. Let's try to see whether we're able to successfully extract the data, each and every data from this handwritten document or not. I'll just change the image name, and let's see. Let me open the image. Yeah, so you can see I, Suresh Padala, hereby declare that I, Suresh Padala, hereby declare that all the information submitted by me in the application form is correct, true, and valid. I will present the supporting documents as and when required. So you can see it has successfully extracted every information this document, correct? So you can see the accuracy of this Google Vision API. None of the words are incorrect while extracting it. So this is how you can leverage the API, and you can use it in your existing feature, existing process. Okay. So this was with respect to extracting the text from the handwritten document. Now let me just show you how to uh, extract, like how to detect the objects from a given picture. Okay. So for that also I have written the code. Okay. You can see here I have a sample input, that is study room. So this is the images. Okay. So in this image we can see we have chair, we have table, and then we have a plant. So these are the objects which are clearly visible. So let's try to use the Google Vision API and try to see whether what are the different objects it is able to extract from the given images. Okay. So let's open the code now. Yeah, so here also pretty much the things are very same. Everything is same. I have imported the package. I have just ignored the warnings. I have set the environment path. I have created the object of an image annotator client, and then I have my file path, and I have passed the study room.jpg file. I have read the image, and I have created an image instance of the client. Okay, and then once I'm done with this, let me just disable this particular piece of code. And let me print the localized notation. So here you can see the only change that we have done is we have changed the file name and we have changed the function. So in the earlier code, the function was client.document underscore text underscore detection, correct? And here the only change is client.object localization. So we have just changed this function. and rest all things still remains the same. So you can see how easy it is to use. Run Python file. It is creating a problem. Vision API account or JSON is fine. File name. We have this file also. Let me just debug the code. Somewhere I'm getting some error. This pop-up is creating a problem. Okay, so now it is running fine. Let me just show you the output. This pop-up is creating some issues. I'll open a new terminal. Yeah, so you can see here in this image, basically the study room dot image, the Google Vision is able to successfully identify some of the objects. Like you can see here, this a chair is there and the accuracy is 67%. A house plant, so this is a house plant and the accuracy is 66%. And then there is one cabinetry. Okay, so this is the cabinetry and the accuracy is 61%. So this is how you can leverage the function localized client dot object localization function, and then you can detect the different objects that are present in the given image. Okay, now let me show you one more feature of this, and that is to identify the places. Okay, let me open my code base. Let me drag this one down. It's creating a problem. Okay, so I have two pictures. Like you can see, this is a Qutub Minar, which is situated in Delhi, and then I have a picture of Taj Mahal that is in Agra. Okay, so let's use the Google Vision API and try to see whether Google Vision API is able to identify this particular place or not. Okay, okay, so now pretty much the code is still the same. We have imported the package, we have set the environment variable, we have created the object of image annotator client, then we have passed the file name, and then we have read the image file. We have created then an instance of the image class, and then here the only change is here we have used client dot landmark detection. That's all, and everything remains same. So these are the couple of functions that is provided by Google Vision. And then I have just created a data frame wherein I'm storing the description, location, and the score. So the description is nothing but the place name, the score is the confidence score, and the location where exactly it's situated. Okay, let me just run this code. Again, this is creating a problem. Okay, so sorry, it has ran the next code. Places. Yeah, so you can see it has successfully extracted the information, like this is a Taj Mahal, and also it has given the geographical location, latitude and longitude, and also the score and the confidence score. You can see here it is 94%. So the first score is 94%, and then again it has just extracted the second value, but still both the values are same, and the confidence ratio is quite high, that is 95%. I'll just try to use some other image as well. Let me just now change Google Chrome, like Taj Mahal with Qutub Minar. I'll save this file, then again I'll run it. Yeah, you can see it has successfully extracted Qutub Minar, latitude, longitude, though the confidence ratio is not so high, that it is around 81%, but yes, we can set the threshold value that if it is more than 70, then we can consider it. And here in this case, it is giving me the output as the confidence ratio at 81%. So you can just see how good this API is and how easy it is to use. So I have just, for this demo purpose, I have used 4 of the function to extract the images to extract the text from the digital image. Then second was to extract the images, extract the data from the handwritten document. The third was to detect the object, and the fourth one was to detect the places. So this is how you can just go through this documentation, and you can learn all other stuffs. Let me just go to the documentation once. Yeah, so you can see here many other functions are there. Detect crop hints, detect faces, so face is also there. So if you'll use this particular feature, you'll be able to depict the emotions of the face, like which picture, which person is happy, which one is who is sad, who is crying even. So all these things you'll be able to use it if you'll just try to use this feature and run this code. Okay, so everything is there, it's just that you need to plug and play, and rest all still remains the same. And then also let me just show you few more steps. Okay. Yeah, and whenever you are trying to work on this API, okay, make sure that in billing section your billing is enabled. Okay, otherwise you'll face some issues. I also face some issues, so I don't want like you also face issue. My billing. So you can check whether your billing account is active or not. Otherwise, you will not be able to extract. You will not be able to use this feature. And then make sure that sorry, library. Yeah, so this is the only library that you will be requiring as part of Google Vision Cloud Vision API. Okay, you just need to enable this, and then you will be all set with the code base, and you can try to learn this feature of Google Cloud. So I think I'm almost done. So that's all from my side. So just try to explore this particular package of Google, and let's see how we can further leverage this and use this in our day-to-day life. Thank you for joining. That's all from my side. And if you have any question, then yes, I'll be happy to answer all your questions.
Before we start Q&A, Ravi, just let me put a poll and then we can start with Q&A.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've put up the poll. You can start the Q&A.
First question is Google Vision API free? So yes, it is free up to certain time. Like you can just launch Google Vision.api.com, and in that they are giving you 300 US dollar for free. You can use that, and post that if you want to use it, you need to pay it. But for initial 90 days it is free. You can use you can consume the entire 300 USD. Next is like, what if we have other language written document like Hindi or Urdu? Yes, in fact that also you can be able to do it. So the only thing is like, first of all you need to extract the data, and then you can use the natural language processing package of Python. So we do have few packages, like we have NLTK, and then we have text block. So these are the two majorly used packages in order to do natural language processing. So with these features, you'll be able to extract any data from any of the language. Okay. The- So now is how Vision API is different from OpenCV. So again, OpenCV is altogether a different product, and Vision API is a product that is launched by Google, and it is very easy to use, and the confidence ratios are pretty much high in this Vision API. And also in through Vision API, you hardly need to know the coding. Okay, it's very easy to use. It is user friendly. It's just that you need to call the function. That's all. In OpenCV, you need to write a lot of code. Correct. So this is a uh, kind of very easy tool, very easy package that you can use it. Next question is, can you share the source code of file? Yes, definitely. Post this session, I'll be sharing the link that will have the codes as well as the input sources. So for real-time object detection, which service needs to be used? So you can use, as I already mentioned in the very initial stage. Let me just show you the package name. Just give me a few seconds. So there are three features that Google provide. One is Vertex AI Vision, second one is custom ML model, and third one is Vision API. So if you want to deal with videos, then you can use Vertex AI Vision. Now next question is again the same. No, it is not free. We need to make sure that it is, yes, it is free, but the only thing is like you'll be getting $300. So once that is exhausted, you need to pay it, and it is free for 90 days. Yeah, so that's all questions we have. Thank you for all your
Thanks
questions.
a lot, Ravi. Thanks a lot, Ravi. It was a great session. Thanks a lot from Analytics Vidya. I hope we can conduct more such sessions like this. And like, thank you everyone for joining in. If you have any question, you can always connect to Ravi, or any doubts, you can always connect with the Analytics Vidya team, and we will provide you with all the resources through mails. So yeah, thank you very much for joining in.
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining. If you need any help or if you want to know further anything, you can connect with me. And thanks once again and have a nice day.
Bye. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.